Hey guys, welcome back to another video on Mike Benitez. Today we're going to do another ship battles video. And today we're going to do a ship battles video of the first four-funneled liner ever built, the SS Kaiser Wilhelm Der Grosse. Uh, let's get on with the story, shall we? By the way, I don't know if this is actually how you pronounce the ship's name, but let's get on with it. The Kaiser Wilhelm Der Grosse was built from 1896 to 1897, which is kind of strange because this is a four-funnel liner, and she is finished construction within a year. But still, she was the fastest ship in her time and the most unique because she had four funnels. Armes Teutonic that you see here in this painting is one of the reasons the Kaiser Wilhelm der Grosse was built. Emperor Wilhelm II, which was Emperor of Germany at the time, wanted to build an ocean liner that was big and luxurious and was fast. So this is why he came up with the idea of the Kaiser Wilhelm der Grosse. Since she had a top speed of 22.5 knots, she was the fastest ship in her time and was the most luxurious. She captured the blue ribbon and held the title until her sisters came. In fact, the Kaiser Wilhelm der Grosse was part of a four-ship class called the Kaiser class, which consisted of fast four-stacker ocean liners. I won't say all the names of them, but I'll just say one of them, and one of them was the Kaiser Wilhelm II. I'll tell the other two when I do videos about them, probably next week, so stay tuned for those videos. You can easily tell by pictures of her that she looks like a bit 1800 design, don't you think? Even though she was built in the very late 1800s, but still she was a fine ship and was ever so glamorous at night. And when I mean she was the most luxurious, I mean it. Just look at this. All these fine decorating. And look at the size of this dining room. Man, this could fit up to 1,000 people. You can easily tell that the Germans wanted to build fast and luxurious ships, and they did. I think Kaiser Wilhelm der Grosse was the first ship to ever had a smoking room, but that's what I think. Tell in the comments below if I'm wrong, but I think she is a fine ship. In fact, it was because of the Kaiser Wilhelm der Grosse and other ships and the other sisters of her class that came to the origins of the Lusitania and Mauretania, which came to the origins of Olympic and the infamous Titanic. In 1900, the ship caught fire, which only killed one staff member, and she had a collision with another ship in 1906. But I don't think nothing could have sunk this ship. That wasn't until World War One. When World War One began in 1914, the Kaiser Wilhelm was taken into need as an auxiliary cruiser, which was an ocean liner like the Kaiser Wilhelm der Grosse, but she would have cannons on board. This would be a horrible mistake because even though she was pretty powerful, she wasn't as tough as the Royal Navy's cruisers and destroyers. And one of those ships she fought and ended her life was the protected cruiser HMS Highflyer. On Rio de Oro, on August 26, 1914, the Kaiser Wilhelm der Grosse was filling up with coal. But this was when the Highflyer appeared, and the two would engage into a battle. A fierce battle ensued. The Highflyer began pounding away guns with at the Kaiser Wilhelm der Grosse. Flames went everywhere. This fight would prove to be a downfall for ocean liners like the Kaiser Wilhelm der Grosse. Slowly and quickly, slowly and slowly, the Wilhelm der Grosse began to lose the fight. The end came when she ran out of ammunition, which gave the Highflyer a chance of destroying the ship. And in fact, I'm surprised that a cruiser like the Highflyer was able to sink the Kaiser Wilhelm der Grosse, or what is said that she sunk her. It is unknown what caused the Kaiser Wilhelm der Grosse to sink. Maybe it was scuttling of her own crew, or maybe it was too much too much firepower, fire from the air high flyer. What is known that she began to sink. She leaned to her star. She leaned to her port side and began to and capsized. It is unknown how many people were lost in the sinking of the Kaiser Wilhelm Der Grosse, but every single one of the prisoners were taken captive for the remainder of the war. Because of a liner the size of the Kaiser Wilhelm Der Grosse and her fuel consumption, all liners were then turned into either hospital ships or troop ships. But the memory of the Kaiser Wilhelm Der Grosse has never been forgotten. The ship's wreck was discovered in 1952 and was dismantled because of water hazards. But in 2013, uh, divers have found part of the wreck that says the words Der Grosse, which are the last two words of the ship's name. This is actually kind of true. A few days later, so there is part of the ship still around today off the coast of Africa. Thank you guys for hearing the story of the first ever four funnel liner, the SS Kaiser Wilhelm Der Grosse. I'll do more videos on our sister ships next week, but the next video I'm going to be talking about is about the SS Berengaria. Have a nice day, everyone.